After last week's loss to the Pittsburgh Steelers, I saw a lot of people in the live stream talk about, is Drake Maye the future? Are we sure he's good? Well, I'm here to tell you that all of you people that say that are absolutely insane. And then next, we get an amazing update on Christian Gonzalez. Welcome into Patriots Today by Chat Sports. I am your host, Brett Alper. And all the people that say, Drake Maye, you're crazy. Well, it is time to get very, very, very excited. Because not only do the stats don't lie, not only do the advanced analytics don't lie, but everything shows that Drake Maye is going to have an amazing future here in New England and possibly be, everybody says he might not be the next next franchise quarterback. Well, he's going to be. We're going to break it all down, but before, this is why you subscribe to the channel. We give you daily Patriots videos every single day. We get live shows twice per week. This is being recorded on our live show right now, and we're also live for every single watch party. YouTube Shorts, every single, if you don't want to watch a 10-minute video, we get 1 minute and below. Join 30,192 subscribers, and my goal is to get to 40 subs by the bye week. Patriots have a very, very, very late bye week after it's week 14. So now, let's get into it. And the fans have been in doubt about Drake Maye. I put out a YouTube short, which is why you subscribe to the channel, on just why everybody needs to calm down on Drake Maye. And shout out to whoever this person is, commented on one of my videos, and a lot of people commented on one of my videos. Drake Maybe. And that's what they've been calling him, but I just want them to tell, you need to stop. Because a bright reality is that Drake Maye has been lighting up the NFL. Now, I know the Patriots' record is 1-2, but overall, Drake Maye has been incredible. From the first game against the Las Vegas Raiders, and then you saw him play against the Miami Dolphins. He looks like he's getting better and better and better throughout the entire season. And I think going up against these weak teams, such as the Carolina Panthers, we're going to see them play against some really, really bad teams. I think he's going to show that he's one of the top quarterbacks in this league. Mike Vrabel, he was actually very impressed despite the loss to the Pittsburgh Steelers on Sunday. He was impressed from what he saw from Drake Maye, but we know how Mike Vrabel is. He's never going to give him is there going to be full-on positives? There's going to be a little bit of negatives. Here's what he said. A lot of good, and unfortunately some decisions that have to be better. I'm sure we'll have to protect him better. And just understanding that you don't have to win it all in one play. There's opportunities to move on and save the day the next play. You can't put the ball in harm's way at that position, but certainly Drake wasn't alone. But there's a lot of really good things in there. His ability to extend plays, scramble, pick up first downs for us, run multiple plays inside the pocket, outside the pocket. There are a lot of good things in there. Just some decision-making that we need to have be better for him and himself. And that's what you want to see out of your head coach. We see a lot of people are questioning a lot of the other 2024 draft picks, such as Michael Penix, such as J.J. McCarthy. But it feels like Mike Vrabel knows that this guy is the franchise quarterback in New England. He knows that Drake Maye is great. And talking about his we saw what he could do against Pittsburgh, his scrambling outside the pocket. He outran T.J. Watt, for crying out loud. And you can see the stats right here. This is only 3 games played. I know it's a small sample size, but completion percentage is almost 73%. The yards are 785. He's on pace to throw for over 4,000 yards and 5 touchdowns. And this is only in his second year. And if you want to call it his second year, because the hard truth is Drake Maye has only started in 15 games. He has not played a full NFL season yet. So you can still consider him a rookie as he still has to develop. He still has to get better. You're not going to see true development until maybe even his 3rd season. I've said it before, and people are like, you can't compare him to Josh Allen. He's his own person. The only person I'm not going to compare quarterbacks to is Tom Brady, because Tom Brady is the greatest quarterback ever. The tangibles, the look of each quarterback. Him and Josh Allen look very, very similar, and we know that Josh Allen had that turnover problem. And now you go into Drake Maye's second year, and a lot of the advanced analytics Put Drake Maye among some of the best, like Josh Allen, like a Patrick Mahomes, like a Lamar Jackson. He is a part of those crews, that crew that just looks really, really good, and just the guys that can really make or take over a game. Here's just some of the stats. I mean, we talked about his passing touchdowns. Tied for 4th in the NFL. His passing yards is top 5. He throws an 81% catchable throw rate at 3rd. Completion percentage is 2nd. Adjusted completion rate is 2nd. And then completion over expectations is 1st. And you can see that from Carlos A. Lopez, the future. And here's a chart that is how quarterbacks perform in expected passing situations. And you see that at the top. If you look all the way at the bottom, though, J.J. McCarthy, Jake Browning, Joe Flacco, Cam Ward, Justin Fields, all those quarterbacks, well, Cam Ward's a rookie. But if you look at the top right, you see Josh Allen. You see Lamar Jackson. And who's 3rd? Daniel Jones is 4th. Drake Maye. I looked at that and I went, oh, wow, Daniel Jones is on that list. Drake Maye is 3rd. So he is playing just as good as Josh Allen and just as good as Lamar Jackson. I will say on Monday after watching Lamar Jackson play, I was just like, you're holding on to the ball way, way, way too long. And that's one thing that I haven't really seen Drake Maye do this season. He's getting the ball off quick. He's not making those stupid mistakes, except for maybe trying to throw the ball away and not taking the sack when he's not supposed to. But when it's not talking about fumbles, when we're talking about just, hey, interceptions, he's taking care of the football. Last year, the biggest problem that we saw from Drake Maye was that, he could also really kind of throw interceptions. He's a little erratic, but going into this year, he has gotten better with that. His turnover-worthy play percentage is 2.9. And also when he's blitzed, it's a little bit higher, but if you look at that, you're maybe wondering, well, what is 2.9 like, Brett? What does that mean specifically? Well, turnover-worthy plays are just the percentage of plays that are worth being a turnover. But if we look at last year, it's down, or it was at 3.5% in 2024. So that means in 3 games this year, he is already just playing more and more safe football. And I think that helps with Josh McDaniels. I think that helps with the offense, how it's not that dink and dunk type of play. But I want to see Drake Maye throw the ball deeper. I want to see him kind of take chances. But also, you're not playing Kyle Williams, and that might be a problem because Kyle Williams is pretty much the only wide receiver right now that could take the top off the defense. But you can just see the confidence in Drake Maye. We saw during the offseason him become a leader. He was getting every single wide receiver together for workouts. You can see him leading the team, and everybody on the Patriots trusts him. So I am going to say, everybody just needs to calm the hell down. He is the future of the New England Patriots. I don't want to be hearing, we need to start Tommy DeVito. We should have never traded Joe Milton. And hell, I saw the dumbest take that I've ever seen that said, we need to sit him and draft Drew Aller. Give me a break. Give me a break. Are you buying Drake Maye's improvement? Type B for buy or type S for sell. I'm buying it. I think he's going to be a top 10 quarterback in this league. Quarterback play is already kind of terrible at this moment, so I'd pretty much put him in the top 10 at this point. Going to get into the Christian Gonzalez news. Positive news. But first, I got to tell you about our sponsor of today's show, and that is Prize Picks. You and I make decisions every day, but on Prize Picks, being right can get you paid. Don't miss any of the excitement this season on Prize Picks, where it's good to be right. Prize Picks is simple to play. Just pick more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections. If you get your picks right, you can cash in. Prize Picks is the best way to win cash this football season. Which players are going off? Which ones aren't? Make your picks in less than 60 seconds and turn your takes into cash all season long on Prize Picks. Do we have my lineup? Producer Moose. I made a lineup, and you guys can make a lineup just like that one. And Prize Picks is giving you a max discount with Jalen Hurts. And I know Jalen Hurts doesn't throw the ball a lot. He can't throw the ball downfield. I want Drake Maye to throw the ball more downfield than Jalen Hurts. But give me the more. He's going to throw for 1. Now, The original projection, I don't know about that one. But Drake Maye, give me the more on 230.5 passing yards. And Hunter Henry, he's been going off lately. Give me the more on 38.5 receiving yards. You can make a lineup just like that one when you download the app today and use code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right. All right, let's talk about the man of the hour, and I wanted him to play in week 3, but he did not. But Gonzo could return this week, and we heard it from Mike Vrabel. That was the first thing. I feel like every single time that he has had a press conference, that the first thing when he walks up, Karen of Mass Live, I'm sorry, Karen, I cannot pronounce your last name, but she always asks Vrabel, what's the update on Christian Gonzalez? And today, the plan is to ramp up Gonzalez practice participation this week in hopes of him playing Sunday against the Panthers. And this is the quote, hopefully he'll be ready to go. And the first thing that I want to say is, yes! Finally! Finally, we can see him on the field because the secondary has been so mid. I'm sorry, Alex Austin, but if you looked at the snap counts, Alex Austin did not play that much after letting up the first couple of drives, and then the Patriots defense, they barely allowed any points after that. But I have a feeling this was their plan all along. I really didn't think Christian Gonzalez was going to be ready to play NFL football after missing 2 months of practices and only practicing 3 times when one of them is a walkthrough. So technically only 2 practices. Was he going to be ready? No. I think they were going to sit him out, have him get another week's worth, and then have him play against Carolina because Carolina's offense is really, really weak. And that's what Vrabel said. It was his decision to not let Christian Gonzalez play. It was about protecting the player. They do not, and I mean they do not want him to get hurt. You need Gonzalez more than anything because we saw last week, I love you, Carlton Davis, but you saw him get mossed. I don't know if that play happens with Christian Gonzalez, but the last thing that you want to see happen is him re-aggravate himself, re-injure himself. And then you're missing out on him, not only long-term, but, hey, could this be a reoccurring injury? I mean, hell, Mike Evans just lost another couple weeks because he has an IR or he has a hamstring injury, and I feel like every single year he has had a hamstring injury. But when Christian Gonzalez is on the field, man, he is one of the best in the business. Almost a 50% completion percentage. Usually, a lot of cornerbacks, they allow 60 to 70. 499 yards, only allowed 2 touchdowns, 7 PBUs. But that's a little low number because they just don't target him. And the QB rating when targeting him is 70.5. Christian Gonzalez completely changes this secondary. It goes from, hey, Carlton Davis, you got to guard DK Metcalf, which what he did last week. Well, this week, it's going to be Christian Gonzalez on Tedero McMillan if he plays. He's got a calf injury. He might not play. So now you have your duo of Davis and Gonzalez, and it is going to be threatening. You also got Marcus Jones in the nickel corner, which I really like to see. This is a must-win game, though. 1-2 against 1-2. And loser goes to 1-3, and you have a 34% chance to make the playoffs. And I will say, the Chiefs and the Ravens play this week. One of those teams are going to go 1-3. So this is a must-win game for the New England Patriots. You let me know. What do you think? Is it a must-win game for the Patriots? Type Y for yes or type N for no. That's going to do it for today's episode of Patriots Today by Chat Sports. Make sure you hit that sub button. And as always, let's go Pats.